There are many effective forms of birth control, for example, the pill, condoms, natural family planning, and sterilization. They each can be suitable for a certain person in a certain situation. And in today's video, we will focus on sterilization in men, also called vasectomies. We will cover what a vasectomy is, how it is performed, and what the pros and the cons can be, so you can make an educated decision if a vasectomy is suitable for you. For those of you meeting for the first time, my name is Raoul. I'm a medical doctor from the Netherlands, and it's my mission to medically educate you, my viewer, because educated people make healthier decisions. So let's get learning. So let's start at the beginning. Before I can explain to you what a vasectomy is, it is first important to recap the male reproductive system so you better understand the procedure of a vasectomy. The male reproductive system consists out of the penis, scrotum, testicles, epididymis, the prostate gland, and several accessory structures like the vas deferens and the seminal vesicles. Together, these organs have several functions. They produce male sex hormones, play a role in urination, and they produce, maintain and transport semen and sperm. For today's video, we will focus on the testicles, epididymis, and vas deferens. First of all, the testicles, also called testes, are two small organs which are found in the scrotum. Their size is similar to a large olive or walnut. It's important to mention that there can be a difference in size between both testicles. Furthermore, the testicles produce the male sex hormone as well as sperm cells. On the backside of each testicle you will find the epididymis. This is a long coiled tube which carries and stores sperm cells created by the testicles. These sperm cells will then mature in the epididymis. Lastly, the vas deferens is a long muscular tube which travels from the epididymis to just behind the bladder. It transports mature sperm to the urethra in preparation for ejaculation. Which brings us to my most important question. Can you please click the like and subscribe button? This will help out the channel tremendously, and in return you will get notified each week with an awesome new medical video. It will help me to reach more people and increase the medical knowledge of all viewers. Thank you so much, it's free, you can always change your mind, and let's continue learning. Which finally brings us, you guessed it, to a vasectomy. A vasectomy is a surgical procedure where the vas deferens is cut or sealed. After this procedure, a man will still be able to ejaculate, but his semen will not contain any sperm cells in it. This can be explained because the vas deferens is sealed and sperm cells cannot travel from the epididymis through the penis. This makes a vasectomy basically a permanent birth control option. And you might wonder now, how is a vasectomy actually performed? Usually it's carried out under local anesthetics. The procedure takes about 15 to 30 minutes and it's relatively painless. In most cases, you will be able to return home the same day. Basically, there are two variations in the surgical procedure: the classical vasectomy, which is done with a scalp, and the non-scalp vasectomy. So let's begin with the first few steps, which are the same in both procedures. You're brought into the operating room and you have to change into a surgical gown. You may take a seat on the operating table. Your genitalia will be disinfected and they will be covered with sterile cloths. Next, your doctor will numb your scrotum with a local anesthetic. In the traditional vasectomy, your doctor will now make a cut on each side of your scrotum. Through this cut, he will be able to reach the vas deferens. Each tube will be cut and sealed by using heat or stitches. Lastly, the cut in the scrotum will also be stitched. The only difference in the non-scalpel form of a vasectomy is that your doctor doesn't use his scalpel, but uses a machine which punctures holes on each side of your scrotum. This last method is usually preferred because it's less painful, the person in question doesn't need any stitches, bleeds less, and there's a lower risk for complications. Furthermore, it's also important to mention that it takes about 8 to 12 weeks before a vasectomy becomes an effective form of contraception. Therefore, you will need to use another form of contraception during this period. This can be explained because there still will be sperm cells which are stored in the tubes towards your penis, and it takes about 8 to 12 weeks for them all to be gone. Now we recap the anatomy of your reproductive system and we covered what a vasectomy is. And now you might wonder, what are the pros and what are the cons? Let's start with the pros. A vasectomy is more than 99% effective as contraception. It's basically permanent, so once it's done, you do not have to think about contraception again. It doesn't affect your hormone balances, sex drive, or ability to enjoy sex. You will still be able to have erections and ejaculate, but your semen won't have any sperm in it. And lastly, long-term effects on your health are very rare. Which brings us to the cons. First of all, a vasectomy is permanent, so if you went through it and you changed your mind, it's very hard to surgically reattach the vas deferens, and this often goes wrong. So make sure you're very sure. This is sometimes the reason why your doctor might refuse to carry out this procedure. This is especially true for men under the age of 30 or men without children. This also means that when you go through with a vasectomy, you need to be absolutely certain you do not want any more children, but do not want them at all. Furthermore, the procedure itself can also cause several symptoms like edema, bruises, bleeding, and there is a low risk on certain complications, like an infection, long-term testicle pain, a collection of blood inside your scrotum, and hard lumps in your scrotum called sperm granulomas. And lastly, a vasectomy doesn't protect you against STIs, so this means you might still need to use condoms. I hope you know now what a vasectomy is, but if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, and I will do my best to answer each and every one of them. For those of you that want to keep on learning, check out the playlist in the description with more awesome medical videos. And for those of you that can't get enough, check out the Instagram, TikTok or Facebook links at How to Medicate. If you did learn something, please click the like and subscribe button down there. It will help out the channel tremendously, and in return you will get notified each week with an awesome new video. I will see you next week. Bye bye.